to get hotter. Yes, you get some relief right by the water where we are, where there's somewhat of a breeze, but even standing here, you're already wishing that that breeze was stronger with just how heavy the air feels. Now imagine doing cleanup in these kind of conditions, and there's a lot of cleanup that has to be done. I want to show you one example of some of the cleanup that's going to happen. On the eastern side of the island, a lot of cosmetic damage to buildings, including the Holiday Inn Resort, where a lot of the siding was ripped off and torn apart during some of Hurricane Beryl's fiercest winds, which topped out close to 80 miles per hour wind gusts in Galveston. Now, that was at, one specific observation site, and that doesn't mean that that's what it was all across the island. I think at some points it was even stronger, as this was an intensifying storm as it moved on shore. Now, wind damage is definitely the calling card here in Galveston Island, of course, with the power outages being tremendous across Galveston County, more than 50%. I want to take you to where surge was a big issue. We take you down closer to where the center of this storm made landfall in Matagorda, and you're looking at Surfside, Texas, where the water came in. Of course, it did a lot of damage. As it did so, the power of water is never to be underestimated. And meteorologist Chris Warren, he is going to be there later today, live on the Weather Channel about 3 p.m. Eastern Time, to give you the latest updates on the damage that happened in Surfside, but also the recovery efforts that are going to take quite some time with both structural damage and power outages in Surfside, Texas, too. It's not just Galveston. It's not just Houston dealing with the power outages. It's a lot of people in Texas. And guys, my fear is that that's going to be the big footprint of Beryl. Yes, it did damage. And yes, it did wind damage and surge damage. I'm concerned about, sometimes in hurricanes, I'm thinking about Hurricane Laura, there were actually more deaths from generators and properly running those generators than there were from actual storm deaths. Actually, I think I'm tossing it back here to Dr. Greg Postel, but that's a big concern going forward because we don't really have an idea of exactly when power is going to be restored to everybody in Galveston County and the surrounding areas.